On July 25, 1965, Bob Dylan stunned the crowd at the Newport Folk Festival by plugging in his electric guitar and delivering his first public rock and roll set, an act that triggered a storm of boos and angry shouts from a stunned audience. Just a year earlier, at the same festival that helped launch his national career, Dylan was introduced by Ronnie Gilbert of the Weavers with the words, "And here he is. Take him, you know him, he's yours." In his 2004 memoir Chronicles, Volume 1, Dylan recalled missing the ominous undertone in that introduction. By the time he returned in 1965, he would come to understand just how tightly the folk community clung to him as their own. 6 weeks before that night, Dylan had recorded Like a Rolling Stone, a track that marked his bold move from acoustic folk into electric rock. The single had only been released 5 days before the festival, so most in attendance had no idea what was coming. Even the festival organizers were caught off guard when they saw Dylan's crew setting up heavy electric gear during the sound check. That night, Dylan took the stage wielding a Fender Stratocaster. Backed by the Paul Butterfield Blues Band and Air Cooper on organ, he launched into a searing, amplified version of Maggie's Farm, and almost instantly, the crowd erupted in cheers loud enough to nearly drown out the performance. Some later said the boos were partly due to poor sound quality, overpowering volume, and muddled vocals, but for many, the reaction was about more than technical issues. Dylan's shift to electric felt like a betrayal to an audience that had embraced him as the voice of a movement. What did Dylan make of the backlash from an audience he might have expected to be on his side? While some say he was rattled at the time, his later reflections suggest otherwise. Responding to Gilbert's claim that the audience owned him, Dylan wrote simply, "What a crazy thing to say. Screw that. As far as I knew, I didn't belong to anybody then or now."